Darren, you ready to pick some winners this week?
Let's pick some games. Hopefully, it goes a little bit better for me this week than last week.
I wish I could say it is going to go better for you, Darren.
Well, let's hope. That's all I can do. All right.
But this friendship, a big part of this friendship is honesty.
Got to be honest, right?
Let's get right into our first matchup of the week. It's an early morning start, 11 a.m. Central Time. The Florida Gators are coming to Starkville. Two programs. Florida is reeling. I guess you could argue they're still in year three of Billy Napier's rebuild.
For
Mississippi
now.
State, year one of Jeff Levy's rebuild.
Hmm.
Both of them enter the game at 1-2. And Darren, if you look at these programs, this game could go either way. And I like how you put the statistics on there: yards per game, yards allowed per game. The green signifies which program has a better mark in that particular category. If you want to know what the green there is for. So, Darren, when you look at this game, who are you picking?
Yeah, Mississippi State was my upset pick of the week on our previous episode, and I'm going to stick with it. You look at their defense is doing pretty well, averaging less yards allowed per game than the Florida defense, and the Florida's defense is just rough. So I think this is an opportunity that a Jeff Levy offense can maybe capitalize on the moment, and I think they're going to. I think Mississippi State wins this game.
Yeah, after the loss to Toledo, what a great pick me up this would be for Mississippi State. People will
Absolutely.
forget about that. They'll be like, "Hey, okay, this is good. We beat Florida, even though
Yep.
Florida's not what Florida once was." And this could be the end of Billy Napier, a loss in Starkville. I'm not picking the Gators again. I picked them last week, and I'm so sorry, A&M fans.
Exactly.
I should have picked your team, and I apologize for that. I don't know why I picked Florida. Momentary lapse of reason. We got the Arkansas Razorbacks traveling down to Auburn to face the Auburn Tigers, both teams with a 2-1 record, both teams showing some promise. Arkansas yards per game is out of sight,
Yeah.
587 yards per game, but they're allowing 289
Yeah.
yards a game. So you've got Sam Pittman, Hugh Freeze, of course, Sam Pittman, old offensive lineman, his offensive coordinator, Bobby Petrino, going up against Hugh Freeze's offensive play calling. And I know Hugh Freeze isn't the OC, but still, that's what he's known for. Uh, wow. Freshman quarterback for Auburn.
Hmm.
I think that might be the difference, Darren. I'm leaning toward the Razorbacks. I think I'm going to go with the Hogs here.
And I'm going to join you on that. I think this is a moment where a road SEC win can really do some positive things for what this year looks like for Sam Pittman and the Razorbacks, and I think they take advantage of it. I think they, even though they're going into this game in Auburn with Auburn being favored, I think it's an Arkansas win.
Yeah, definitely. Maybe. Who knows?
Exactly.
Another afternoon game, the UCLA Bruins are coming to face the 16th ranked LSU Tigers in Baton Rouge. LSU with a record of 2-1, UCLA 1-1 after being trounced by Indiana in their Big Ten debut last week.
Hmm.
LSU leads in all statistical categories. On paper, this should not be a close game, but yet we're talking about LSU here. So you're not sure what you're going to get, particularly in the first quarter. Still, though, Darren, are you going to pick against the Tigers?
No way. Now, I'll be honest and say it would scare me if I'm an LSU fan if this game was in California. I think that would be enough to make me go, "Oh, not again. Let's not do this." But with UCLA coming to Baton Rouge, uh, LSU's coming off of a mountaintop kind of moment, coming back from that deficit in South Carolina and winning that game. I think this is a very very nice moment for this LSU squad, and they have not only a victory but a nice victory. I think the offense really takes control of this game, and it's a really nice moment for this LSU team. Are you going to pick against the Tigers?
Absolutely not. I hope the South Carolina comeback win is a springboard for
Yep.
better things. LSU, don't talk to the media this week about what you're going to do. Just
Hmm.
practice, prepare, and then execute on Saturday. And it
Absolutely.
should be a Tigers win. You've got to have this because the schedule gets much tougher here
Definitely.
on out. And with one loss under your belt, you can't afford another slip up.
Nope.
The Vanderbilt Commodores, coming off a disappointing loss to Georgia State, travel to Columbia to face the Missouri Tigers, who had a dogfight with Boston College.
Hmm.
Uh, but they pulled it out at the end. A little shaky for a while on the offensive side of the ball, but they are 3-0, averaging 482 yards per game and only giving up 184 yards per game. So Vanderbilt, though, 2-1.
Yeah.
364 yards a game. Could it happen?
If you're a Vanderbilt fan that just wants to hold on to any form of just extreme optimism, a couple of things you could possibly look at is that Vanderbilt is coming off a moment that hopefully helps their team grow, and a little bit of the struggle that Missouri had against Boston College was with a running quarterback. He gave them fits at times. The Boston College quarterback, his name escapes me at the moment. I apologize, but he really gave them some trouble at points during that game. So an aggressive running quarterback could possibly give this Missouri defense trouble. That being said, I'm just not going to fall for it. I want this to be a nice moment for Vanderbilt, but in Columbia, when their defense showed last week that they can't stop water against this against the Georgia State team, it's I have very negative feelings about what Saturday is going to look like. This is going to be a Missouri win.
I agree with you. Missouri wins. And then the big one in the evening, the
Yep.
sixth ranked Tennessee Volunteers face off against the 15th ranked Oklahoma Sooners. Both teams enter this matchup undefeated. Tennessee 639 yards per game and
That's
only giving up
unreal.
160. They're giving up 160 yards a game. OU's averaging 325. OU's only given up 264 yards. So something's got to give here.
Absolutely.
so,
That's exactly right.
um, Darren, what do you see the outcome of this game?
I think unfortunately what gives is going to be Oklahoma on both sides of the ball. I think their offense is going to really struggle against this Tennessee defense, and I think their defense, even though that has been the strength of the team, I think their defense is going to struggle against this Tennessee offense because they can hit you in so many different ways. It's hard to know what's coming next, and you only have about 3.8 seconds to figure it out in between plays, which makes it even more difficult. So I hate it for our Oklahoma fans. We love you, Oklahoma fans, but I think this is going to be a marquee victory moment for Josh Heupel and this Tennessee team. I think they're going to win, and they're in Norman.
For Oklahoma to have a chance to win this, there's going to be so much electricity in that stadium.
Mm-hmm.
They've got to come out fast. They've got to just put the pedal on the gas and not let up at the beginning and
Yep.
ride that wave of momentum.
Yep.
If they don't do that, I don't think there's much of a chance to win.
Mm-mm.
And even if they do that, Tennessee may regroup, and I think that's what's going to eventually happen. I think Tennessee at this point in the season is a little bit better than OU, and that defensive line scares me. Now maybe OU's got a game plan for it, but wow, they are good, and I'm looking forward to this matchup. And I've got the Volunteers winning.
Yeah.
That takes us to another evening game. Who's going to be watching this with Tennessee and Oklahoma on?
three diehard South Carolina fans. The rest of them will be watching the Tennessee Oklahoma game. Oh, and three Akron fans. There's three. I guarantee you, there's three Akron fans that'll be watching as well.
Have you ever seen an Akron game late in the season when it's cold up there? Yeah,
Cold or snowy.
there's not very many people in the stands.
But that's those three that are. That's who's going to be watching this game.
Akron travels down to Columbia, South Carolina to face the Gamecocks, coming off of that disappointing loss to LSU, but still impressive after their shellacking of Kentucky. I've used
Mhm.
that word twice this season already.
It's been accurate though. That's the thing. I mean,
I don't know why I gravitate to that word. I need to go to a thesaurus,
a thesaurus.
thesaurus. So I think Darren, I think South Carolina wins.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
And then we have the Georgia Southern. What are they? The Eagles?
I believe that's the Eagles. Yes, I don't think they're the Golden Eagles or anything. I think they're just the
No,
Eagles.
they're just going to fly like an eagle down to Oxford to get roasted by Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Even though the game warden does not approve of such things, you can't do that legally.
Exactly, but it will
But it's
happen Saturday night.
it's it's going to happen on the field.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any question. Ole Miss wins big.
this is going to be, well, honestly, just as ugly as the rest of Ole Miss's non-conference games have been so far this season. It's going to be a great moment for Jackson Dart, and that's about it. So, oof.
ULM, God bless them.
Yeah, yeah,
Travel down to Austin to face Texas, a Texas team. Quinn Ewers with an abdominal strain. We're not sure what his status is, but I don't think they're going to need him in this game. I
no,
expect Arch Manning to start this game. Texas wins easily.
yeah, agree completely.
So those are our picks for this week. Make your picks. Join our college pick'em. The information on the link is in the show notes, right where Darren is pointing. Be sure to click on that and join. It's not too late if you haven't done it before. Make your picks, prove us wrong, and then let us know that you picked more winners than we did.
That's right.
We'd love to hear from you. We love your comments. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Until then, take care.